Why are so many celebrities in prison right now? Imagine having millions in the bank, global fame, and the world at your feet, then losing it all to a 6 by 8 foot cell. Most people think celebrity status excuses you from the laws we live by. They're wrong. Fame is not a get out of jail free card. Today, they're trading designer clothes for prison jumpsuits. From platinum selling artists to world-class athletes, the law finally caught up. We're looking at the shocking reality of the biggest celebrities incarcerated in 2026. Is your favorite star on this list? Let's find out. Sean P. Diddy Combs. Sean P. Diddy Combs, one of the world's wealthiest and most popular musical artists, was arrested in September 2024 and charged with transportation to engage in prostitution, slipping out of trafficking and racketeering charges. Currently incarcerated, Mr. Combs' projected release date is approximately May 2028, sentenced to roughly 4 years. R. Kelly. Robert Sylvester Kelly, a former artist credited with prolific commercial success in R&B and hip-hop music, was arrested in July 2019 and charged with racketeering, trafficking, and sexual exploitation of children dating back to the 1990s. Mr. Kelly is serving a prison sentence of 30 years. His projected release date is roughly 2045, effectively a life sentence given his age. Tory Lanez. Daystar Peterson, a Canadian singer and rapper known professionally as Tory Lanez, got locked up and remanded on December 2022 and charged with assault with a deadly weapon, carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence, shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Daystar was sentenced on August 2023 and is serving a 10-year sentence. He is eligible for release in 2033. Suge Knight. Marion Hugh Suge Knight Jr., renowned co-founder and former CEO of Death Row Records, was arrested in January 2015 for a hit and run that struck 2 men, killing one of them. Escaping a straight murder charge, Suge was charged with voluntary manslaughter and is currently serving a 28-year sentence. He is eligible for parole in October 2034. Silento. Richard Lamar Hawke, aka Silento, was a young rapper known for his smash hit Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay, released when he was just 17 years old. He got locked up in February of 2021 for shooting his cousin to death. Silento was silenced and sentenced in June 2025 for voluntary manslaughter and is currently serving a 30-year sentence. Cash Out. John Michael Hakeem Gibson, known professionally as Cash Out, was a platinum-selling rapper who peaked in the 2010s. He was even featured in the Adam Sandler film Uncut Gems. In 2023, charges were filed against Cash Out, along with 5 other individuals, including his own cousin and his mother. A jury convicted him in the summer of 2025 on various charges, including racketeering, trafficking, firearm possession, and other related offenses. He was sentenced to life imprisonment, where he still claims his innocence. Fetty Wap. Willie Jr. Maxwell, better known by his stage name Fetty Wap, was a rapper who quickly rose to mainstream prominence in 2014, in which his first 3 singles reached the Billboard Top 10, all in the same year. He was arrested in October 2021 in Citi Field in Queens on conspiracy to distribute controlled substance charges. Danny Masterson. Daniel Peter Masterson was an actor best known for his breakout role on That 70s Show. In 2023, he was convicted of 2 women 20 years prior. He was locked up in May 2023 and remanded upon conviction. In September 2023, Danny was sentenced to 30 years to life. He won't be eligible for parole until approximately 2053, when he is 77 years old. Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein is a former film producer and co-founder of Miramax Entertainment Company. In October 2017, following the emergence of sexual misconduct allegations dating back to the 1970s, he was dismissed from his company. This sparked the global Me Too hashtag movement, eventually leading to more than 80 women to come forward with accusations of sexual harassment and assault. Harvey was locked up on May 2018 and charged with rape and sexual assault. He is currently serving a 16-year sentence, with his release date likely in 2039, pending on appeals and retrials. Joe Exotic. Joseph Allen Maldonado, known professionally as Joe Exotic and nicknamed the Tiger King, was a media personality and businessman who operated the Greater Wynwood Exotic Animal Park. He shot up to fame during the pandemic in 2020 after a Netflix docuseries titled Tiger King was released and peaked at #1. Joe Exotic was locked up in September 2018 on suspicion of hiring 2 hitmen. In 2019, he was convicted and sentenced to 22 years in prison on 17 federal charges of animal abuse and 2 counts of attempted murder for hire. Michael Jace. Michael Jace is a former actor best known for his role as a LA police officer in the FX drama show titled The Shield. In 2014, Michael fatally shot his wife, track and field athlete April Jace. His motive? Long story short, she wanted a divorce, and he did not. He was convicted of second-degree murder, and in 2016 was sentenced to 40 years to life in prison. He is incarcerated at Corcoran State Prison and is not eligible for parole in the immediate future. Ryan Grantham. Ryan Grantham was a former child actor with major roles in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid films and the CW's hit show Riverdale. In March 2020, Ryan murdered his 64-year-old mother by shooting her in the head while she was playing the piano. After failing to go through with the next plans of assassinating Justin Trudeau, he turns himself in to Vancouver police. He was charged with second-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 2036. Jared Fogle. Jared Scott Fogle was an American spokesperson for Subway's restaurants franchise. Jared claims to have lost 245 pounds between 1998 and 1999, eating only Subway sandwiches. He appeared in over 300 commercials during his 15 years with Subway, alongside other media appearances. Allegations of Jared having inappropriate relations with minors began in 2007, but did not gain traction until 2015 when the FBI uncovered that he received child from an associate. Pleading guilty to the tourism and child charges the same year, Jared was sentenced to 15 years and 8 months in federal prison. His projected release date is in the summer of 2029. Glen Big Baby Davis. Ronald Glen Davis, nicknamed Big Baby, is a former NBA player playing for teams such as the Boston Celtics and the Orlando Magic. On October 7, 2021, Glen Davis, along with 18 other former NBA players, were indicted by a federal grand jury on charges of conspiracy to commit health fraud and wire fraud, defrauding the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan. On November 15, 2023, Big Baby was found guilty and sentenced to 40 months in prison, with his projected release date to be in early 2027. Henry Ruggs III. Henry James Ruggs III was an NFL rookie wide receiver with only 2 active years on the Las Vegas Raiders after being drafted in the first round. On November 2, 2021, while driving under the influence at 156 miles per hour, Henry rear-ends another vehicle. The resulting collision caused the car to ignite, leading to burning deaths of the female driver and her golden retriever dog. He is currently serving a 3 to 10 year sentence at a Nevada state prison. He is eligible for parole in August 2026. War Machine, John Copenhaver. Jonathan Paul Copenhaver, known to the world as War Machine, was a former professional mixed martial artist who fought in various promotions including Bellator and the UFC. On August 8, 2014, John assaulted his then ex-girlfriend, internet sensation Christy Mack, and her boyfriend in her home. The assault was so brutal, he broke 18 bones around her eyes, kicked out some teeth, and broke her nose in 2 places. And that's just the facial injuries, not including the injuries suffered throughout the rest of her body. A week later, War Machine was apprehended after authorities traced his IP address. Dog the Bounty Hunter was even involved in the search. On March 20, 2017, he was convicted on 29 felony counts, including kidnapping and assault with a weapon, for which he faces life in prison. Cain Velasquez. Cain Ramirez Velasquez was another former professional mixed martial artist who also fought in the UFC and is a 2-time heavyweight champion. On February 28, 2022, Cain was chasing a vehicle and shot at a man who had previously been arrested for allegedly abusing his 4-year-old son. He missed his target and hit an unintended victim. He was later arrested and charged with attempted murder. Cain was sentenced to 5 years in prison but will be eligible for parole beginning in March 2026. Tammy Sunny Sitch. Tamara Lynn Sitch, professionally known as Sunny, was a wrestler and WWE Hall of Famer, having wrestled with the promotion from 1995 to 1998. After years of dozens of arrests for driving while under the influence, on March 25, 2022, Tammy was involved in a fatal car crash that killed a 75-year-old man. After being released on bail, 2 months later she was arrested for another DUI and manslaughter-related charges, blowing away nearly $230,000. Sunny has been charged with DUI manslaughter, driving with a suspended license, and multiple counts of DUIs. She is currently serving a 17-year sentence, with her projected release date being December 22, 2039. Let these stories serve as a grim reminder. Actions have consequences, no matter who you are. Money can buy the best legal defense, but as we've seen today, it can't always buy your freedom. Can these celebrities ever truly bounce back, or is their legacy forever stained by these crimes? Which of these cases shocked you the most? Do you think justice was served, or do you think any of them deserve a second chance? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. If you found this deep dive interesting, please hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to How to Deal for more true crime documentaries. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and see you in the next one.